Alright everyone, welcome back. Oh, did I even sort that out? No, of course I didn't. Well, you get to enjoy me sorting that stash. I forgot all about that. I was too busy doing the access hatch. Excuse me, never mind. Not gonna, that's just too much weight to carry. At least you can see what I consider necessary to keep in the stash, which, you know, some people might find quite interesting. Don't need a scotcha until we go to the village, so not much point in really having it on us. Keep that just in case for emergencies. You never know. Why am I... You probably might be thinking yourself and asking, why the hell am I keeping honey when I don't need in the inventory to craft? I remember... I think I remember... well, to be honest, I'm just keeping it there for the sake of it. You know? Let's just keep it there. If we turn out needing it, we've got it. If we don't... well, okay, weighs half, but... for God's sake, we got 223. It'll take a while before we become seriously overburdened. Hello. Yes, there's the OCD kicking in. Let's make sure.
Ah, fond memories.
Careful, I don't think they like you very much here.
Right, do we have... nope, we're going to use these. I don't suppose we can craft another, can we? Nope, we need coarse linen. Damn. Alright. Oh.
You may have a wee headache later.
So, Private. But we can't have anyone alerting people to our status. Oh, typical. Of course it would be locked. Of course!
Attention all personnel. The cook has lost his wedding ring. If you find it in your food, please return it to the kitchen. Thank you.
Don't struggle, you'll hurt your neck.
Seriously? Nope. Can't crawl in there. We'll take the bread. Because we can make sandwiches, so... right, let's not go that way. Oh, that's a generator room, is it? Okay. Didn't even notice. Right, let's collect what's in here. Limited though it may seem.
Attention all personnel. If anyone finds Private Elston's trumpet, please return it at once. He's not the man who wakes you up in the morning. He is a musician in the band.
Oh, excuse me, God. Alright. Let's tippy-toe our way around this place.
It's supposed to itch.
Nope, we won't use that. Clean plate award. Food increases your max stamina for more time. Oh, okay. Nice. That's always going to be useful. Nothing there. What's this? Oh, we've had that one, haven't we? Oh, it's good to read again. Excuse me. The rebels. In Flanders fields the poppies wilt. They've heard about Poingren's guilt. Our captain said it wouldn't do to fire on his men so true. Their duty bound them to rebel, but now we're all bound straight for hell. The Germans had the guilty men, at first we should not turn on them. Then ready you to meet your God, for none shall live the firing squad. The Germans called for volunteers, and so we gave in to our fears. And longing for our homes and wives, we shot the rebels to survive. The Germans said the German says twas for the trying to get the old tongue here. The German says twas for the best, for dealing with this sad unrest. They pinned bronze eagles to their chests. Oh my God, that'd be a difficult thing to live with, I would imagine.
Donald! Ollie! What possessed you to come here? Here, I can smuggle you out of trouble. Just get him a cart. I have to take the lads at the bridge their supper.
I'm afraid I'm on my way in, not out. But I might take you up on your offer later.
I suppose the lads will just have to wait a wee longer for their supper then.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Just double check since you're on our side. Okay. Get ourselves glass bottle. Perfect.
Personnel. Patrols should be particularly careful in the forest. More than the usual number of plague victims have been spotted there recently.
Jerry's in the house.
They're bombing us again! We beat you once, we'll beat you again!
You're pretty bloody blind if that's the case, mate. Jesus.
Well, lad, this is what we trained for.
Oh, you're private. You're only doing what you're told, aren't you?
Where the hell's Cheeseman? Probably having a wank in the bushes.
Ollie!
Sorry.
He's probably in the latrine.
Or that.
He's not going to let you in. You'll need his key.
I can be quite charming when it suits me.
I bet he's still angry with you.
It's been 6 years.
Is he still deaf in one ear?
Oh, God. How badly did we hurt him? Oh, dear.
Attention all personnel. Any soldier interested in planning next year's Victory Garden should talk to Corporal Elstree at mess.
Right. Easy does it.
Nice to have orders. Don't have to think so much.
Oh my God, the place is bloody littered with them.
I hope they attack before I get too much older.
Don't bayonet him. The less blood the better.
Go. go, 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 go. Perfect. Sorry, mate.
I hope I've not made you late for supper.
Attention all personnel. Tonight's movies will be Hellcats at Ramsgate. This stirring war movie shows one of Britain's finest victories. Don't miss it.
Trust me.
And he
learned from
fell
the
for
best.
it. He fell for that trap. Beautiful. Well,
Bloody murdering Jerry!
right, they're all
Well,
falling for the
sir,
trap
man,
now.
I said hello.
Gives you a sense of
How did he not see me? How? Wow.
Sorry
God, they're
about the
blind
beard.
as a bat, aren't they? Just about perfect. Apart from that old nosy twat. Okay. I thought I'd just check behind. You never know what's behind you, really.
Attention all personnel.
Probably nothing.
If anyone finds Private Elston's trumpet, please return it at once. He's not the man who wakes you up in the morning. He is a musician in the band.
Nice. Okay, good. I know I said it wouldn't waste time, but because we're here, we've got shock value on our side, so let's just use it. Probably nothing in here, isn't there? Yep, of course there is. Well, at least there's some ducts, at least there's something.
Attention all personnel. The Merry Band players will be performing their brilliant play, Happy Hamlet, at 8 p.m. in the mess hall. All are invited. Don't worry, in Happy Hamlet, no one dies.
So far. I'll attend to that just as soon as I've done this. Got glucose back up. Beautiful. It's just my imagination, or is there something else here? Oh, no, it's just the radio. No worries. Where is it? Damn it, thank you. Oh god. I'm tempted. Go and search the camp.
Attention all personnel. If you find any plague mushrooms inside the camp, please notify Corporal Ramsbottom so they can be eradicated safely.
Ooh. Perfect.
If I've done this right, you'll wake up in a bit.
I love he says, if I've done this right. Oh. Ah, won't risk it. Go around the other side. It's easier.
The tanks were fake! The German tanks in the camp! Paper mache!
Don't take that tone with me, Sergeant. I'll call the lads.
They must have sent the real ones home after they took the town!
Yes, I don't need a bloody ghost of Christmas past.
Before the train. Tell him.
In 1946! Before they took the children!
I know when they took the children, Ollie.
We could have risen up! We could have saved them! I could have saved my daughter!
Really? Would the good townsfolk of Wellington Wells have followed me into the machine guns? Or would they all have hidden in their basements?
But after the war, you can't keep a secret like that, sir.
Ollie, the safest secret in the world is a secret no one wants to hear.
Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Ollie, don't you recall? You used to have such a good memory. You typed all my correspondence. When
Wow.
they requisitioned the newspaper and the glue, they needed quite a lot.
You knew?
There's
Wow.
holes in my memory. Like a church made of cheese and all the congregation is mice. They have to know the truth, sir. We have to tell them.
The truth has too terrible a cost. Isn't that the decision we all made? Anyway, I'm out here in the Victory Memorial Camp. You don't think I'm the one who decides these things, do you?
Who's minding the bloody store then?
The Executive Committee in City Hall. Why don't you drop by for a chat? I'm sure they'd happily listen to the ravings of a mad Scotsman from the Garden District.
They'd listen to you, sir.
They'd tear me apart like starved jackals, and then they'd pop a joy. I think you should visit Sally Boyle.
I don't want to forget.
Really? Because we had this exact conversation a year ago.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Margaret.
Shit.
Margaret!
Wow.
Well, an apology makes it all better, doesn't it?
I'll ask Miss Bing.
You will not.
She'll help me.
I'm calling the lads.
You better get out of here.
How?
The cook, obviously.
Right.
Before we do that though, in which Oliver gets awful news. Oh best beloved, the general was not an easy man to see. He lived in a military camp far from Oliver's home. Across the wasteland of the Garden District, which was filled with hungry lunatics called wastrels. Fortunately, Oliver had lived a long time in the Garden District. It had never been an easy place to live. It was only easier than seeing that man on television everywhere you looked, as you did in the village of Hamlin. But he knew how to camp out. He trained for it before the war. He knew how to move at night without being seen, and he knew the streets of the Garden District as if it were the streets of his home town of Aberdeen. But these days a dark cloud was spread across the Garden District like a body laid out for a wake. There were more wastrels than ever before, and they were hungrier than ever before, and more desperate, like wolves in a bad winter. A poisonous fog rose every night from the river, and made even empty streets unsafe. The general was buried deep in his military camp, and surrounded by men who had once been soldiers, and pretended they still were, and longed to be so again. But when he was face to face with the general, Oliver's troubles had just begun. Sir Robert was not pleased to see Oliver as Oliver was to see him. Was not as pleased to see Oliver as Oliver was to see him. Nor was he pleased to hear about the fake tanks. Did you know? Oliver asked. Don't be ridiculous, said Sir Robert, who was hearty. Of course I knew, said Sir Robert. And you typed up all my letters. They need quite a lot of newspaper. Don't you remember? Oliver did not remember, but Oliver knew the general's many quirks, and the general was using a particularly sharp tone of voice that that he only used when he was telling the truth. Wow. That's quite a revelation. Oliver's heart sank through the floor, which made his head dizzy. For now, best beloved, Oliver did not know what to do. It seems he had told a very big lie to all the people of Wellington Wells. Or, if he had not, he had neglected to tell a very important truth. And because of deceit, the Germans had murdered you, oh best beloved. Wow. Dude must be remembering some things. Lies must become untangled. It is easy to untangle a lie when it is freshly born, but as it ages, it becomes knotted up in the fabric of the world. Then, like the Gordian knot that puzzled the great Alexander, the Gordian knot that puzzled the great Alexander, they must be cut. He resolved, tell the people the truth. But who would believe Oliver, who had become a stranger to all his old friends? He looked like a wastrel. For all they would know, he was a wastrel. Oliver needed to find someone else whom the people would believe, a very important someone. Sir Robert, though important, was not the king of Wellington Wells. Ever since the Germans had hanged the mayor a few days after their arrival, the town had since been ruled by an executive committee operating in the shadowy corridors of City Hall. Surely they could tell the people. They would be even harder to get into. They would be even harder to get in to see the general. But the people had to know the truth, and if Oliver did not convince them, how could he ever make it up to you, O best beloved? So Oliver set off to see Miss Victoria Byng, who, he hoped, could introduce him to the executive committee in City Hall. If an adventure is a series of dangers recounted from safety, then, if all went well, it might be the greatest adventure of his life. Wow. Alright, let's haul ass.
Bloody fresh salt.
Donald,
Ready to go?
I might have overstayed my welcome a bit, eh?
Hop in.
Very much so.
Do you remember my meat pounder that I lent you 2 years ago? And you lost it smashing some televisions? That's quite an obsession of yours, isn't it?
I can't stand Uncle Jack's stupid face. Damn collaborator. Traitor.
Ned,
Fair enough.
you bought half a bottle of whiskey in recompense, but whiskey's, let us say, 2 bob.
5.
Quiet. You want them to hear you. 2 plus half of 2 makes only 3. Seems to me you owe me at least 3.5 bottles of whiskey to even up accounts. Open up! I'm off to feed the lads on the bridge.
You're not hiding Ollie Starkey in that cart, are ya?
I didn't think it fit. Not unless I cut him apart at the joints and boiled him a bit.
Just move along, if you don't mind.
Highway robbery.
I make it a total of 8.5 bottles of whiskey. You owe me.
Fine, I'll get them for you next week.
I'm so glad we had this wee chat. Crap, all off. Cart's broken down. They don't engineer like they do up in Scotland. I'm gonna have to go back for parts. Do not steal the Bridge Boys' dinner, or I shall be cross with you.
I'd never do that to you. I'd do it to the Bridge Boys, but not to you.
Don't make me regret helping you, Ollie. Not again. And come back next week with my 8.5 bottles.
Don't even think about taking anything, Ollie. You've got few enough friends as it is.
Oh, I knew about the tanks. Everybody's got to know. They've got to know. If the General will help, I'll go to Waterloo House and talk to Miss Byng. People listen to her.
It's tempting, but she's got a point. We have very few friends as it is, don't we? Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's get this one. Kind of important. No. Well, I could use that one. Don't feel like it, to be honest. Bleed, meh. Let's have a look. Believe it'll be healthy. Let's get that one. And for the sake of it to start this tree off, let's get this one. Beautiful. Right, let's save it. Now, let's see if we can find out what happened on Trim Street. I'm quite curious, to be honest. Oh, we already got that one. Never mind. Okay, so we could do that one at night or at day. It doesn't really matter. Let's see where everything is. Done that one. Need to do that during the day anyway. Bunch of these. Oh yeah, this one is better off to do it at night. So, but since it's better off to get our cash done, so of course, yes, we'll have to be through the bloody thing, wouldn't we? Smiling us for that very almost monotonous look. Alright. Let's go to that cache house and get ourselves some more supplies. I reckon that'd be a good way to do this. Because we can't actually go straight into the village.
Take the low road, I take the high road.
Now, what have we got? Oh, we've got plenty of supplies. That's not an issue. Right. Let's go to this place. Come on, Ollie, recover. I'll get this one, let him recover. Is there any other way in there? Got that there.
You wouldn't happen to remember exactly where, would you? For once, she's silent.
It's typical, isn't it, really? Right. We're going to whack on our padded suit. Actually, we will whack on as well our steel-toed boots so we don't get hurt. Ah! Must be it. Plenty of honey. Need that. What's this here? Glucose. Very nice. Blueprint. Bigger banger. Nice. Oh, and plenty of sovereign.
Well.
Let's get the hell out of here. You can stay there. Good. Well, that's absolutely fantastic, that is. We've already read that one, so we won't worry about that. So we have to through these. We've already done that one. Fantastic. Did you get any points for that? Didn't even pay any attention to that, did I? No, that was just for that. Okay, no worries. No worries at all. Gauntlet of Mercy. Not sure if we can do this during the night or day. We'll have a look. Now, I think that one might be... Let's save it. I'm determined to show you that one that has that mask, just so we can get out the way. Because I'd hate to leave the Garden District without showing you it, and I want to do a few missions anyway.
Do what you... Nothing like a nice quiet walk to keep you from going mad. Right, Margaret?
Nope. So it's the other one.
Ah, the undiscovered country.
Right, let's just go this
Do you
way.
ever wonder if those eyes in the dark are rats?
There we are.
Something worse.
See what I mean? Now, this is set a little bit before and after Arthur because he's patched up the boards, so that's how I can tell. So let's have a look at this one. Moving house.
You could have killed someone.
It's Sunday. Nobody goes to work on Sunday.
It's Monday.
Ah.
They're going to know it was you. You told everyone in the Duke's Arms you were going to do it. What were you thinking?
What do you think, lass? I was thinking I won't have to see Uncle Jack's stupid face everywhere.
They'll just put up another antenna.
You're right. Oh, you're always right.
I think you better get out of town.
And where do you expect me to live then?
In the Garden District?
They don't have televisions there, do they?
Well, you don't have to smash up every television. You don't have to listen to him, you don't have to look at him, so you can just plug your ears, so it's not quite that bad, is it really? Get the other one.
After the first 1,000 leaves, the next few steps get longer.
Suppose he's got a point, doesn't he?
Do what you love.
In Aberdeen, they fought from the sewers.
We'll take your word for it, Ollie. We'll take your word for it. Right, let's have a look. Let's deal with this.
What the? You're not the bloody help, are you? So get out. Cry out and let slip the jaw.
Oh, that really takes it out of your shoulders.
I can believe that. Nope. Where's the other one? I know I knocked 3 of them. They're basically standing as kind of bodyguards to him. Not just gonna matter all that much. Hey, it's the other way, you twat. So apparently, I don't know if this conversation will come straight away, but... David Margaret started talking about what he did all those years ago to him.
Don't think I won't sniff you out.
Oh, for God's sake, how do you see me? Come on then. Let's do this block party style. Dude, you couldn't hurt us if you tried with that. So, we're still apparently visible, are we? Well, that's just fantastic. I wonder if knock him out. I wonder if that conversation can't begin.
What was that?
Moving finger writes, and having writ moves on.
Sorry mate, but we want to knock you out, but you didn't give us much of a choice, so... yeah. It's as simple as it gets sometimes. Come on, I want to search his... Come on, where is he? Thank you. Rock, that'll do. There should be a chest we can... yes, I thought so. Double knocker, excellent. Get our glucose. At least got that one done. That took a lot longer than I expected. Actually, let's do that one. Assuming. If they do it in the daytime, then we'll do it in the daytime, but... and I'll go and get some more honey off while I'm not recording, since that chest is filled up again, which is quite nice.
You hear that?
You're not the bloody help, are you? So get out!
There should be a cutscene. Maybe I'm just on the wrong side. That is quite possible.
down there all you like, but I'm never coming down. What's my secret? Motoline, fuel of the future. It makes you so strong.
You'll have to come down sooner or later.
No, I won't. I'm gonna fly away. Motoline gives you wings.
I hope he's got a parachute.
Oh, not a bloody
I
Red
think
Bull
flying
joke
is
again.
overrated. If everybody could fly, people would dream about swimming.
You're not gonna fly. You're gonna come down like a sensible person. We're gonna rob you, and then you'll go on your way.
We might even pump your stomach, because we're proper decent Christian folk.
Really?
The ocean has everything. Fish and octopi and such. There's nothing in the air, except clouds. And they're cold and damp.
Quietly now.
Yes, I agree. Quietly. I'll actually check and see if there's any memories around here. That'll also be... Okay, we'll take that as well. What's this loot? Oh!
A man's home is his castle, and it's not your bleeding castle. You're not my neighbour.
Sure. Sorry you had to see that.
One at a time, that's okay. That's alright. Alright. Any... these things around by any chance? Nope, doesn't look to be any masks. Okay. Now let's try and be somewhat undercover about this.
You may have a wee headache later.
Not as invisible as you thought, are you?
Let this be a lesson to you then.
Exactly. Before we do that, I'm going to take what we can. Not that there appears to be that much there, but anyway. No, we don't need that. We took this guy. Where'd the other one go? I know we knocked the other one out. What the hell? Alright, the way to get up there is this way. Yes, very carefully.
Come on, you daft bastard. If you think you can fly, just take a run at the edge and fly off.
Ollie!
They just don't get my sense of humour.
Well, he does have a very unusual sense of humour, you've got to give him that. Any more points? 9. Okay, nice. Could get that one. Get this one, then we can go through this ladder. Alright. Crazy legs. Alright. I think we'll end this part here. Next time, we're having a look at some of We'll have against try and see if we can get to that place as well. We'll do it during the daytime because I want to do Crazy Legs as well till Derek Little. And then we will. Well, we've got to do. We're actually going to do mission. It's a 2-part phase to get into the village. So we'll do it that way. Anyway, I'll see you next time for more We Happy Few.